I am Kenny Hersher, and I'm going to show you about Transistats. And Transistats is our enterprise transit intelligence application that shows all the performance aspects of a transit agency's operations up to the second. It's real-time data showing real-time results that helps you make immediate, correct decisions about how your agency is performing. We can bring you into a dashboard that will show all of your key performance indicators up to the minute. Pretty much any aspect of your operation you can put into a dashboard and show real-time results on if you can get the data off of the bus and into a database back at corporate in a real-time manner. We have simulated data coming in from various probings of the bus so that as the data comes in the morning, the indicator starts at 0 and works its way up to whatever the value is at the end of the day. We've taken an hour-by-hour snapshot of the riders as they get on the bus for the entire enterprise, and we're showing you how your enterprise is performing based on all the ridership coming in by hour. We also have a number of reports that we can bring up. These are reports that allow us to look at boardings by category. The report pops up, but it's in Excel. If we bring up Excel, we can drill down on the quarter. These are quarterly results for 2007. And we can continue to drill down if we know the month we want to look at. So the cool thing about this is that reports are typically cast onto paper and they're not changeable. But once it's in Excel, this data is drill downable, which we call data mining. And you can mine from very specific year and quarter and month to the day, to the kind of boarding. These are the descriptions of the keys that we picked up over here on the side. So these are the TTP keys of the kind of fares we acquired. These are how many boardings we acquired and how much revenue we acquired for that TTP key for the time frame that we drilled down for here. And the nice thing about Microsoft is it gives us totals for the year, grand totals if we're looking at multiple years, and totals for the months we're looking at, and if we drill down on the months it'll give us totals for each day. So the analytics are easily obtainable. We don't have to run the report multiple times. We just click through the selection criteria and we have multiple reports available to us in Excel real time. All these reports are accessible through the web. So as long as you have a browser at home and a computer that has access to the domain at the enterprise, you can run all these reports and have access to them and see the results. This is our application. If you want to take a quick look at the application, this application is basically where we set up the setup data to capture things like routes and drivers so that the data warehouse has a source of data that it calls upon. These are all the drivers for this source of data, which are directly operated. These are in-house employees. And so there's a few tables that have to be set up so that we have table data to edit against. We have all the drivers of the enterprise defined here. Same thing by data source, all the routes. The routes have a fare set that they're associated with, and they have a beginning date and an expiration date for when these routes are active. This is one of my favorites. This is error correction. This is a feature of the warehouse that allows us to look at and correct errors within GFI that need fixing. So that concludes my presentation today. Thank you for joining us on a brief preview of Transistats.